the shores of Lake Erie. The Dog Pound already in full roar. We welcome you to Huntington Bank Field here in downtown Cleveland. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns.
Cam Little to kick off.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen with you. That's Cam Little set to start this. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. A couple yards deep. He'll bring it out of the end zone. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready. First carry now for Jaden Blue. Yeah, he can be slippery in the open field, spinning his way to a gain of 8 yards.
Brings up second and 1 at the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's second and 1. They're going to run it. And this is Phil Mafah. And he will pick it up. Let's give him a first down up to the 37-yard line.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play. But put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
And in motion is Brown. A handoff now to Mafah. And he's going to be close to a first down. Looks like he'll have just enough to keep the chains moving.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's second and 5.
Let's go now.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll look to set up the screen here. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stop him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Press all 80.
He'll look to throw. That's taken in, and he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
Here we go. Take over.
They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. It's a short pickup, taking us to the 49. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge, makes the tackle.
A 3-yard pickup.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down and 7.
Viking 18.
They'll throw out of the gun. His first throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by... Ryan Branch.
By the Steelers. They'll take over first and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
Ready.
Running is Maffa. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Ready.
The yard brings up second and 9.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. Quick throw here is complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Browns' 44-yard line.
From the 44 now. Here's second and 4.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Down the sideline. And he'll take this one in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. What a job to finish the play with a touchdown. The catch and carry, and the carry part, Greg, that was the most impressive there.
Well, you said it, Mike. The catch was nice, but it's what can you do after the catch that really separates guys in this league. And in this case, he did plenty because it ended up in a touchdown.
And no chance to return this one. Through the end zone for a touchdown. Here's a first carry for their running back. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play. From the 42-yard line. Here's second and 3. Back to throw. Quick throw, taken in. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now, faking the give. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. From the 48-yard line, here's second and 6.
At the Steelers' 48-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught left side. It's complete. It's a pickup of 14 on that one. First down, Cleveland.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that'll be a pickup of 3.
At the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and
They face
7.
second down and 7. takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
At the 15-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Now a give on the ground, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up third down.
Brings up third and
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Shotgun snap as they'll throw it on third down. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up first and goal.
And the Browns.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
And nothing developed there. He'll get back to the 5, and that's all.
Taken down.
Now here's second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second.
They'll look to throw. Moving outside the pocket. A throw there on second down, going to be incomplete. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Third and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Cam Little comes on now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. We're all tied, 7 apiece, and the kick's away. Marcus Jones now to return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Here we go.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Exiting the pocket right. He runs with it. And he'll give himself up here, but it's a gain of 5 on first down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. Harris Evans on the scoreboard. And we're back to Cleveland in a minute.
Hey, Smash. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Mustang 19. Ready?
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Steeler first down.
Hey, check that. Street. Hurt.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Okay, break.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second and 7.
Ready, go.
He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
Break.
And that is incomplete.
So the hope is your 1 third down conversion from really jump-starting a possession that ultimately leads in points. But after that third down incompletion, kind of throws a wrench into those plans.
And he didn't get the check he was hoping for in that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10.
Here we go.
Drive will start on the ground. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Let's go.
Throwing now on first and 10. Now he's just going to pitch this one forward. Loose inside the 30. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
At the 18-yard line.
He'll turn and hand this one off. And a good tackle out wide will hold him to a gain of just 3. Here's second and 6.
Let's go now.
Moving to his right. And he holds on to it here as he's out of bounds. That's a yard or two shy of the line of scrimmage. Therefore, that's a sack. Trying to keep this drive moving, but it's third and 8.
70 Lions. Let's go.
Throwing now from the gun. He'll go right and find his running back. And a good short tackle right there. It stops him a good distance short of the marker. It sets up fourth down.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. Now they got a fourth down decision to make. It's always a little bit of a letdown when you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
This taken at the 5. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over.
Let's go. Ready.
And showing a little versatility as he takes this one forward up to the 34. A pickup of 9.
The best offensive play callers in the NFL, Mike, do a great job tying in their under-center run game, like we just saw here, with their under-center play action game. And the ability to make those two things look alike, man, it puts a lot of stress on the defense. All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact. And this offense just cannot get anything going right now on third down. If you ask any offensive play caller throughout the entire league, like the importance of third down, maintaining possession, making the defense stay on the field and have long extended drives, it is critical to not only scoring points, but ultimately winning in the NFL. Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, first down.
70 Lions. Go.
Now a little pop pass. Wow, it wasn't for lack of effort. He tried every which way to elude the defense, but he was outnumbered. They finally got him down behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of yards. After the loss of 3, it is second and 13.
Viking 18. Ready.
That's complete. It's Ladd McConkey. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
It's a gain of 8. Makes it third and 5.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Ready. Ready.
Forced to his right. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15. That is a big-time play for the Steelers. 47 yards. Space getting tight here. Down to the 13-yard line. They work first and 10. They'll run the toss here with Blue. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, we're able to get you down for a loss.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Reload! Here we go, set! 60 Eagles!
They'll try to sneak it here, and he's able to get the ball across the goal line. He's in. Touchdown, Steelers. His second TD of the game, and this one gives his team the lead. Certain quarterbacks have a knack for that, and he finds the space to get in the end zone for the touchdown, Greg.
Yeah, just a good old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Kind of a play that's taken the league by storm. Not necessarily the tush-push like we see up in Philly, but just as effective here, Mike.
35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll begin here on the ground. Room to run past midfield. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
7-yard line.
As they try to run it here. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Trap 60!
Now this time they'll look to throw. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Let's go!
And that ball intercepted. Asante Samuel Jr., just like his daddy did.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw in the curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12.
Cougar 19. Ready.
That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here's Corliss Waitman now. He's on for the 2nd time. He'll try to get something inside the 10. No return forthcoming. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line.
20-yard line.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. He tosses over the middle. This one is caught. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. The clock will stop just under 30 seconds to go in this second quarter. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. And left side, it's caught. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Up the middle they go. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second. And it'll come with 15 seconds to play in this first half. On 2nd and 10, they'll try to throw. He'll go left side here and complete this one. And he's going to go out of bounds, though there are markers on the field as the officials will sort this one out. He'll try and throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man right side. It's complete. And he's going to be marked out of bounds down at the 3. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. So it is a one-point game here at the half as we check in with Scott Hanson for our halftime report. Scott. Certainly a tightly contested first half, and you'd expect more of that here in the second half. A one-point game as quarter 3 begins. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Got a man open downfield on the crossing route. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
Let's go now. Cowboy 80. Mike 18. Track 60. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go, set.
Back to throw. They'll try to set up the screen here. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
It's a gain of 5.
3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Here we go, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Samuel Jr. on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Cougar 19.
Working from the shotgun, he'll hand this one off. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. This is 3rd and 6.
A 1-yard gain brings up 3rd and 6.
He'll drop to throw. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
A 1st down and goal to go.
Now, faking the give, out to his right, and that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown.
And what a fitting end to this drive, Mike. It only makes sense that he's the one that gets the ball in the end zone after making a handful of clutch plays prior to the touchdown. That was just a textbook example of one guy taking over the game. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the run to the right. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. It's 3rd and 4.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
They'll try to get this one on the ground. No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
19 Lions.
It's 4th
Let's say
down.
19.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Steelers 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
1st down, Steelers.
Here we go, Scott. 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts, and they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. Steelers getting ready to put this one away. And that one not placed as well as he had hoped. It's all the way into the end zone for a touchdown. Scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
Down behind the line of
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Quick throw here is complete. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication between the receiver and the quarterback, recognizing when you're open, stay open, that's the stuff that makes a lot of these offenses so difficult to defend.
On the return is Jones. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are under.
He's still on his feet, and they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 31 yards. Now they'll set up to throw. That one swung out to Blue. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
And he could not set his feet to fire that one. It is incomplete.
We've already seen these two guys connect for a touchdown in this game, and had they been on the same page there, I think they would have been able to add to that total. Unfortunately for them, just a little bit off, and it falls incomplete.
He's got the open man. That's McConkey. A gain of 16 yards. That's a Steeler first down.
16 yards. And the Steelers first down.
They'll run, and this is Maffa. And he will score! Phil Maffa. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
No problem there on the extra point, and the Steelers will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 35-yard line.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Work forward to the 40-yard line. Derek Stingley Jr. off the edge makes the tackle.
A gain of 5.
2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
60 Eagles.
To the ground. He'll get it again. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
A gain of a yard on the play. Brings up 3rd and 4.
Thrown left side. The catch is made. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs. From the gun, here's a handoff. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Give them 14 on that one. It's a Browns first down.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, let's go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 38 yards. Ball sitting on the 3. It is first down and goal.
Check. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hurt.
They'll try to run this one in. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
1-yard gain brings up second and 9.
It is second and 9.
Ready?
They'll go again with Maffa. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
Taken down at his own 7.
So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Ready?
The crowd making their presence felt.
Come on.
This is third down.
Warrior 70.
Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. A 19-yard pickup there. Good for a Steeler first down.
You get in these situations, third down, tie game, fourth quarter. I mean, this is really where your quarterback makes his money. You're going to put your faith and say, all right, what is the best play for this offense to execute? And the game really rests in the hands of your quarterback. And he continues to come up with these third down pickups and continues to extend this drive. He's got a shot to come away the hero and win this game here late.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's second down and 7. McConkey in motion. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. A gain there of 21. That's a Steeler first down.
Mustang 19. Ready?
Throwing now from the gun. Going down the middle of the field, and he's got his tight end. And he will score. Touchdown, Steelers. That is second touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. The PAT up and good. And the Steelers go up by 7, 28-21. So the lead is 7 now here in this fourth quarter. The tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Now a run on first down. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7. From the 43, here's second and a couple.
And 2 at the 43-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. And he will keep the drive moving. Gets the first down. Nice gain of 5.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass. You can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 16 yards. First down, Cleveland.
At the 36-yard line.
Now this time they'll look to throw. Throwing right, it's taken in. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. There's that man again, another catch. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line. His 11th grab of the game. And a first down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. This is caught at 2. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up 1st and goal.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make every...
To the end zone, it's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 2.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
And he's going to give him some breathing room past the 15-yard line.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
Open man, the tight end, straight down the field. And he's taken down up past the 35. That catch puts him over the 100-yard mark here tonight, and it gives the team a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
Ready?
Quickly to the outside and complete. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
Let's go now. Stretch the eagle. Stretch the eagle.
So 2 minutes left to play in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A give. Here comes Blue. Room to run inside the 40. And he'll dive forward here. Tack on even more yardage to the end of this one. It's a big play when they needed it the most. It's a gain of 49.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Well, a touchdown here could be the capper to a victory. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Jaden's Blue. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return starts from the 5. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Here's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. Oh, the struggles continue. Another interception. Picked off by Derek Stingley.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now give on the ground. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. One final chance for this defense. And here's 3rd down. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Here's 1st down.
Let's go. Coca 19.
Back to throw here to begin the drive. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target.
Complete to number 84. 8 yards.
Here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 31-yard line.
19 charge.
Back to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And that's going to do it. It'll put him over 200 receiving yards in the game. What a performance. That grab also comes with a 1st down. That is incomplete. So the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Here we go. One final play. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired.